Hello, family, friends, and rockers. How are you this evening? It is about 9:30 this evening. Last night, had a little mishap with that project. Was trying to do video. Did last for about 2 hours, and got some of the soldering done. And it went pretty good, except little difficult parts here and there. So I went to upload onto Facebook on my computer, and for some reason they got deleted. And I'm like, oh no. So everything that I recorded last night is now gone. So I'll give you a little recap of what I did and some of the things that I ran into. So we'll bring it down here. Right there. Okay. So here's our electronics right there. See if I can bring it as close as I can. There we go. So these three pots right here, we got our volume, our tone and another tone here, and our 5-way switch. We have 3 pickups, and they are Hot Rails, JB Junior, and another Hot Rails on the bottom. As I probably mentioned in previous videos, those are the same pickups that Dave Murray uses in Iron Maiden. Dave Murray from Iron Maiden uses those. So I went to wire them all up, and I was all ready to use the schematic that I downloaded from Seymour Duncan. But when I went to go and solder everything, it appeared that I had more wires than what the drawing was showing. So I had to revert to the schematic that they send in each of their pickups, the one right here. So if you can see right here, it says coil splitting, but we're not going to be doing any coil splitting, not on this one. We're just going by the regular schematic, and I've been following it, and it's working pretty good. Taped off, soldered and taped off the red and white wires that came out of these black wires here. There were like 5 wires coming out. There was a red, a white, a black, a green, and just a plain old bare wire. So I did exactly what it was saying. It says green and bare wires from all pickups get soldered to the volume tone pot, top of the volume tone pot, which is right here. If you can see, looks like a big mess. Big glob of mess, but that's supposed to be ground. Well, it is ground, but it doesn't look pretty when you look at it, up close. Should work though. And we have our 5-way switch that we soldered up on the other side first, and then we started working on the inside. Well, there was a wire there that just did not want to cooperate, and it was at the 2-hour mark when I tried to fix it, and it just kept giving me some problems, and I was all ready to just fix it today and come back and continue where I left off. But as fate would have it, those videos, they just got deleted. Was using a new system of uploading videos from my SD card, and when I went in to look for the videos, the folder said that there were no videos. So I just thought, well, if there's nothing in there, just get rid of the folder. So I click on the folder, delete it, and it says deleting 4 items. I thought, oh no, I just deleted the videos that I just took. So I went to check the rest of the folders. There was another folder that was there, said it had no items in it, so I deleted that. Deleting 4 items, oh no. Then there was the original videos that I posted not long ago when I was taking out all the old and putting in the new. I went to check there to see, if my videos were there. It showed that there's nothing there. So I'm like, okay, let's just delete this folder too, and it says deleting 5 items. I'm like, oh no. So everything that I've created on video is now gone. Oh jeez. Except for those, the last segment where I was taking out the old and putting in the new, without soldering anything. Those are still on Facebook, and they're on YouTube now. So that's the recap of what happened, and where I'm at now is I soldered everything up, and we'll give you a little better view. So that's the 5-way switch you're looking at right there. Those are the tone pot, another that's another tone pot with a capacitor, and then that's a volume pot right there. And let's just zoom out, maybe we'll give you a better look at this. There we go. So this is what it looks like when it's all wired up. And here's the front of it right here. Here's what the whole thing looks like, all mounted to the pick guard without the knobs and the switch cover, which if anybody remembers, one of the last videos that I did, I was, I didn't have any black screws for the switch, for the 5-way switch. So I took the cheap way out and used a black magic marker and, just colored them black. And it looks okay, But then, as I had mentioned, that when I was little, my dad used to be into bow hunting, and well, he used to put a sight on his bow, and it had either 4 or 5 pin sights, colored pin sights, and I don't know if they came colored or if maybe they were all one color and he had to just decide what he wanted to do. Well, apparently the pin sights were not to his liking, and he wanted to differentiate the different distances for each pin. So he could just look at a colored pin and say, okay, that's for 100 yards or 75 yards or 250 yards, whatever it might be. He would ask my mom if he could borrow her nail polish. And, she said, okay, whatever, what are you going to use it for? And, oh, just to touch up some pin sights, and that's it. Okay. So it worked for him. Lasted a long time, So I did exactly that. This switch knob right here. Now you might think, no, you just bought it that way. Well, maybe you could say that if you looked at it from far, but if you looked at it up close, you'd say, wow, good job. So I used Revlon Blackjack number 520. Just a couple times on it, really lightly. Excuse me. So guys, not just for women anymore. It could be used for other things too. And not if you're just coming out of the closet. Okay. Jokes aside. So we are getting ready to make our last solder connection here. And I took the liberty of connecting 2 wires to the jack plate. Here it is right here. And that's going to get connected to the body. It's going to go right on top. And these wires, which I already soldered in place, they're going to be routed through a little hole that was drilled inside the body cavity. And I'll show you how I'm doing that. And let's see, our white wire, which is going to be ground, is going to go to the top of the volume pot, and the black wire, which is going to be our hot, is going to go to the middle connector lead on the volume pot. And the middle, when I say middle, I'll show you, I'm talking about this one right here. See if I can bring you in a little closer. You could probably even see it. There it is. If you see that one that's right here. This one right here. That's where the black wire, which is our hot, is going to get soldered to after we feed the wires through the body cavity. And the white wire is going to go right over here. So we're going to have to make a little room and get our guitar and put her on top of the table, top of our workbench. I just so happen to have that right here. So we'll zoom out so you can see what we're doing. And we are working if you can see that little hole right over here. that's where the wires are gonna get fed through, and they're gonna come out on this other, directly on the other side. So they're gonna go through here and then come out over here. And we're gonna do that right now. Yeah, it was really unfortunate that those videos got deleted. Oh, I was like, oh no, oh, that can't be. That's okay. That's the difficult part, feeding the wires through. Okay. Okay. And make sure everything's all right. Okay. 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 Just want to make sure I'm not snapping any wires. Okay, well, let's see. They give me extra screws? I think so. Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, maybe they did. Okay. So we'll put the first one in here. Get it down a little somewhat snug. And then we'll do the other side. Aha, there we go. All right. Starting to look like something. All right. All right. So now we just have to worry about doing our connections, and pretty sure that, let's see, well, I'm pretty sure I've got enough wire. That's for sure. Yeah. So how was everybody on this fabulous Sunday? Yeah, I actually had today off. Wow, I didn't find that out until Friday. It's like, oh, what gives me the pleasure of having Sunday off? Oh, well, one of my coworkers is going on vacation again. It's like, oh, okay. Hope it's not the, I hope it's the guy that everybody loves to hate. Unfortunately, no, it wasn't him. So it's another guy. He I guess just needs some time off. So a little time to recuperate from all the drama. Let's see. We'll put our screws back in the bag. Don't want to lose those. Okay. And all right, bring our important stuff back to the front. So that's gonna go like that. So maybe that. Let's see. When I turn this over, volume pads here, it's gonna, okay, so we'll do that. All right. All right. We've got control now. There we go. one down. And now we have the other to do. I want to try to fish hook this one. See if I can. Just bend it a little so it doesn't come out of the little hole. Let's see. There we go. I know this all just looks like a bunch of jumbled up spaghetti. It's like, how could I ever have done this? Well, I did not do it alone. I had something to follow. I had follow the destructions, as they say, you know. All right. So that would complete all of our solder connections. So right now we can, well, see what's actually on my mind right now is there was a ground wire going from underneath this pick guard to the back of the tremolo, and I have to figure out, okay, where was that wire going to? Listen to all that feedback, huh? Wow. Sure, you could probably all hear that. Okay, so here's my old parts. And old they are. Wow. Let's see. So, okay. Let's see. So if it would have to be a ground. The wire would come from under here. And go to the bottom. Where would that wire get soldered to under here? To another ground? And negative, negative, right? Otherwise, you go negative, positive, and you're asking for problems. So let's try putting this in. See how this goes. Okay. Okay, it appears that I have a slight problem, which could be fixed. Have to move our capacitor a little bit. This little orange drop that I've got here, we gotta move it because it's preventing this whole thing from fitting in easily. So we have to unsolder right over here.